Hello, I'm Janet Clare and I'm having fun in the Fat Quarter Shop studio today. We're going to be telling you how to make this really cute, sweet, pretty little doll's house that comes from a panel by Atmoda Fabrics, and it's really easy for you to make, and there's lots and lots of fun you can have with it. So she's got a little bedroom and she has quilts and little pillows for you to play with. She's got a little teddy bear, she can tuck herself up into bed and have a nice little nap. She's got a wardrobe, a little pocket for a wardrobe, and all the little girls, Freya, Fred and Fiona, they all fit in the wardrobe so you won't lose them when you finish playing with them. And then next door she's got a little kitchen and they're having a birthday tea party, and they've got cupcakes and they've got a lovely little stripy crockery set and a little tablecloth to have their party on. And again, there's a little pocket and you can put all the little pieces away, so when you're finished with your cake you can put it away in the little pocket and it won't get lost and you can play with it next time. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's from the panel by Atmoda Fabrics and it's really easy and fun to make. So here's your panel. It's all coloured in for you and it's got all the instructions are here along the bottom. Okay, so everything you need is actually on this piece of cloth which we've designed with Atmoda Fabrics. You've got your inside of your house, the doll's house, and the outside of your doll's house. This is all really simple. I think a child could make it with supervision, or if they're a little bit older they could probably make it by themselves. It's really very simple. Then you have lots of little pockets to stow the items away when you finish playing with them, so it all folds up neatly into the little house pillow. You've got a little back garden to play in, and a little wardrobe and a little kitchen shelf where you can tuck all of your crockery away. And crockery is cups and plates and saucers. For those who don't know that English word, it's crockery. So you can put them all away in there, and then you've got all your little characters on this side of the panel. So you've got Freya, Fiona and Felicity, and it tells you a little story as you read. So it says, this is Freya, here is Fred. Freya has a teddy bear, Fred's dolly likes to dance, which dollies don't. And then it says, meet Freya's little friends. Hello Fiona, hello Felicity. Freya and her friends are going to have a tea party. So there's lots of fun you can have with the children in your life with this. They make quilts. And I also got the opportunity to design the whole layout of the panel with Atmoda. So we've got a really pretty little border. And the border is this really pretty little blossom print, and it's got a 1/4 inch wide gap all around it. So you can use that for something. You must be able to think of something to use that with. And then I did some extra illustrations, and you could use those as a quilt label when you've used and made the Freya and Friends fabric from Atmoda Fabrics. And all of this is available at the Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm going to teach you how to make it now. Okay, so you've cut your inside of your house out on the dotted lines and the outside of your house on the dotted lines. And I'm going to show you how to make it now into the little doll's house panel. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. This is your doll's house. This is the inside. It's got all the pockets attached and it's got the little curtains all pleated up. You can play with them there. And I've hand quilted some detail on the roof tiles, and I also did some hand stitching on the rug. Now I really like hand work, so it was a real pleasure for me to sit one weekend and make this up. But if you don't like hand work, or you think it would be easier for your child to make it on the machine, you can do all of this by machine. You can hand embroider as much detail as you like. It'd be really fun if you personalized it and really made it your own unique Freya and Friends doll's house. So this is the inside. And this is the outside. So this piece here is the outside. That's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. It's a bit confusing when it's flat, but it'll come together really easy for you. And here's the back garden. They can stand in the back garden. I'm going to fold it up now. There's a little stitched line here, which I will tell you about. That's very important that goes in. And that makes the little flap here. You're going to put some snaps on each corner, and then you can fold it up. Just like that, and it'll snap together, and there's your little doll's house. And it can sit on the shelf at Granny's house or in Mummy's house, and can just sit there ready to be played with. All the little people fit inside. It's all neatly stowed away so none of the pieces get lost. So that's the little front of the house, and here's the back of your house. There you go. So you can see how it all goes together. It's very easy, very quick. It's Freya and Friends doll's house. Okay, so you're going to add some wadding. You in America will call it batting. In England we call it wadding. It's exactly the same product. Use a low loft wadding. Doesn't matter what you've got. Use one of your quilt scraps or buy something special from the Fat Quarter shop. You don't need that much, but you need a little bit of wadding, and it gets it nice and soft to play with. You're going to have a piece slightly bigger than both of your panels, and then you can hand stitch into it, as I said, and then it's all lovely and stable for you to add your pockets, which is what we're going to do now. So here's the pocket that I cut out on the stitched line, on the drawn lines on the panel, and it's got a seam allowance all around it, and it says here pocket for back of house, so that's where that goes. And this is the garden gate, so they can play it safely in the back garden. And all you're going to do, fold the raw edges under. You can crease it with your thumb, or you can do it with the iron, whatever is most appropriate for who you're making it with. And then you just pop it in place, and you can hand stitch that down with a really neat little stitch. If your hand stitches aren't neat, just make them worth looking at. That's what I always say when I'm teaching. They either need to be hidden or worth looking at. Don't worry about it. And you can machine stitch it around, but remember that it's a pocket, so you need to keep the top open, otherwise Fred won't be able to play in the back garden. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make the little girl next. So here's Freya. This is her on the dotted line, cut on the dotted line. If you want to keep her large like that, you can. You could add a fusible stabilizer to the back of her and zigzag round on the machine. You could just hand stitch. I'm actually going to do needle turn applique because I enjoy doing it. I think if you don't enjoy needle turn, then don't do it. Just make it work for you. Do a machine stitch. And I've cut her out. I just did a really little wavy line, didn't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. I've got a piece of white felt. I'm just going to pop her on, get a needle and thread. There you go. And then I'm just going to start attaching her to the background. You're going to take this needle turn because you use your needle to turn the fabric underneath. Don't get too worried about it. It's just a little toy to play with. Just enjoy making it. Take a little stitch of felt, a little stitch of the cloth, pull the thread through. You're going to tuck that tail underneath so it doesn't get in the way. Little stitch of felt, little stitch of cloth. I really enjoy doing this. I think it's really calm and soothing thing to do, but as I say, if you don't like handwork, don't feel you have to do a handwork at all. So a little bit of felt, a little bit of cloth, stitch through. So you're going to do this all the way around. I'll go a little bit quicker. And you can make it as neat as you like, as tight fitting as you like. You'll still be able to play with Freya. Children have a wonderful imagination. They won't worry that she's got a white outline, so don't worry about it. Okay, so she's going to go all the way around. Then you're going to trim your felt so it's nice and neat. And then you're going to offer up the back of Freya to the back. And I'm going to show you the finished one now. I'm going to pull her in. Here she is. She can start dancing. Here she is. There you go. And then the back. She's on the back. So it's really quick, really simple. You can make it for children or yourself, or the child can make it if they're that little bit older, and you can all have fun playing with Freya and her friends. So you've finished all your embellishing, all your embroidery, all your pockets are in place, and you've made all your little people as well, and you're ready to put your house pillow together, your doll's house pillow together. What you're going to do is the same as you make any other type of pillow. You're going to put the pretty sides together, so put the inside of your house on the outside of your house. Okay, just pretty sides together. It's got a quarter of an inch seam allowance included in the panel, so just go all the way round. And what you want to do is leave some of the bedroom open. Leave some of the bedroom wall open. So you start here, go all the way around. Quarter-inch seam allowance, nice small stitch. Okay, leave that open. Turn it the right way. And then you're going to want to clip the corners on your roof, just so that and on the ends here, so you just get it a little bit sharper. It's a toy. If it's not that sharp, it doesn't matter. It's a soft toy. Don't worry about it. Okay, then you've got this opening here, which you need to keep for later. Now there is a dotted, very faint dotted line that runs across the back of the house, the outside of the house, and that's your stitching line. And it runs parallel with the inside here of the rooms here. You want to take your machine and you want to stitch right along that line. Okay, because that will make you the little flap that you can fold up so that you can tuck everything away neatly and you've got a little house-shaped pillow. So remember that step, that's important. Then you're going to take your toy stuffing or your polyfill or whatever you've got, and you're going to stuff your little house, and that's all you need to do. Then you're going to stitch that little opening closed. That's all padded now. Stitch your little opening closed. Put some snaps where the circles are. There's little dotted lines where you put the snaps, and they can snap together. And that's your doll's house made. That's your Freya and Friends doll's house made.